Ed here. And Michelle, are you in there, Michelle?
Sure I am, with the sun glare and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, the glare
we
is...
brought the sunshine back home to Ohio. OH!
I-O.
Woo! We made it, guys!
Yeah, what a ride it was, too. Holy cow. Every day was a challenge because of the amount of driving that we had to put in and the pain. I hate to say it, the pain of sitting in that seat for as long as you did. It starts to take a toll on you, you know? Let me get my app up and running. See if we could get some people in here. Last time
Molly is in here. And
hey, Molly, and Fat Joint Simon is in. Awesome, baby.
Welcome, everyone. Happy Memorial Day night. Glad that you
the
could
glare
join.
is, we got to go in a different direction because that glare is right in their eye. Let's turn it around this way.
Okay.
There you go. Come on, sit over here, Michelle. No one wants to see that glare.
Not even me? Not even me.
Okay, you just unplugged yourself.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't even know I plugged
Just
in.
grab a chair. I'll take care of it from here.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about that, guys.
Sit down. Sit down. I'm trying to get you
Okay.
in a position where the light is not in your eye.
Thank you.
There we go. All right. Now that's better. Michelle can actually, the light is a little bit on you. But
That's all right. I need some more sun on this side. I didn't get that driver tan.
But it was, for a while there, Michelle was giving me a hard time because the sun was all on my one side and I had a hillbilly, I hate to say it that way, but a tan on one side of my face.
Yeah.
And it was kind of crazy, but we...
Hi, Jeffrey. Welcome in.
Whoa, what's going on here? I keep on knocking myself off here. Okay.
Oh, we absolutely did. We left Fort Winds in New Buffalo, had Chinese food again for dinner, and we headed home.
The first night we stayed in Council Bluffs, but we stopped along the way at the I-80 truck stop, right?
Yeah.
And that was like the first destination that we wanted to get to, and it was good. The buffet was okay. It wasn't the greatest. It was, there were some things on there that, like the potatoes were not that great. They were instant potatoes.
Yeah.
But you kind of disagreed on it. You thought they were real potatoes, didn't
you? No, they were instant.
They were instant? Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. But the pot roast was good and the meatball soup was good.
Yeah.
That was probably the highlight in my experience at world's largest truck stop.
I enjoyed the chicken, but a lot of people were commenting that the chicken didn't look like it was done enough. I don't know. It was just a lot of things happening, and Michelle got separated for a while. She goes her way, and I go my way. I'm doing the recording, and I got scared because I couldn't find her, and she wasn't answering her phone and stuff. But it all worked out. I found her, and she's back in Ohio.
Oh, dang. You couldn't find a super-sized model there, world's largest gorgeous model.
But anyway, we end up stopping at Iowa, at Council Bluffs, and that was fun. Michelle booked the hotel because it was near 4 different casinos. But I wasn't interested in, going to the casinos. I just by the time we got to our hotel room late, because it was a late and it was already after 8 o'clock, I was just wiped out. We ended up, just going to sleep. We took a shower and, just stayed in our room. And that's an accomplishment for me because with casinos nearby and having a full wallet of cash, and I said no. I just said no. But that was when we found that $30 in the.
That was on our way getting into Iowa.
Yeah, we found that $30 in the. Hi guys, we can get a top 5 countdown of your favorite truck stops buffet. Yeah, can you? Then there's Lois Lang. She's also in. How you doing? And somewhere is Shady in the background.
Yeah, I'm probably sleeping with his eye.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: we had a lot of. You just. She just threw me off. Okay.
Okay, we were talking about Council Bluff, and there was no gambling involved because we were so exhausted. Because that was an 11-hour drive, and plus in between stopping at rest areas to go to the bathroom for. I almost pit over here.
Right. The rest areas, there was a lot. We had to stop a lot because of the, the gas gauge, I was putting gas in and it wasn't showing that it was filled all the way to the top. And then I finally figured it out. What it was. Hi, Dr. Suss, welcome in. And Bish, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for saying that on there. I appreciate it, you guys. Happy Memorial Day. But we just, had to make sure getting used to the car is half the battle. You're not used to driving a Mazda that was supposedly a hybrid. It had really good handling on the freeway. It was a Sky Active G, and it's a brand new 2025 car. First year it's ever come out, so I had no idea.
We ranked up the miles on that puppy.
Yeah. On our way back, Ray was starting to say service engine soon, and then said service the engine now, okay?
Yeah.
It needed an oil change immediately, okay? So we over 5,000 miles we put on that sucker, so we got a lot of use. I got used to it. By the time we got back, I know that car very well, okay?
But we won't recommend that for our next cross-country.
Yeah, the mileage wasn't the greatest. I don't see, it was like 36 miles a gallon per, and I could probably do better with the Elantra that we had in past road trips. And when you get the optimum mileage on that, you're looking at 60 miles a gallon when you're driving on the freeway there. So I was kind of let down by the mileage, but it was, then we went to Colorado. But, going into leaving Colorado was the challenge. Another casino in Colorado, Michelle booked the Lady Luck for our hotel, which is in Blackhawk, and she got a really good rate for $83 there. And the whole key to that is to booking your trip in advance. You started booking things back in December, right?
December 3rd was the official day. Through the 6th, I was booking left and right. I was looking at different hotels.
If you, the price you paid now for that room was $83.
Right. And
how much is it now?
It's $219
$219.
Yeah.
And then when we were in Central City, we stayed at the Z Casino. And
Grand Z
Casino in Central City. Very nice casino. The food options are limited. I mean, they have a cafe there. It doesn't do really well on Google review, like a 3.9. We did not really eat there, but they gave me some free play. I won $20 off of free play, and I went back to the room. But the room itself was pretty nice. I enjoyed the Z Casino room, and it was $159. Something like that. Oh no, how much was it?
What, the Grand Z?
Yeah.
$173.
And then they put a $150 damage thing on there. So that now, how much is that room going for?
Over $200 now, because it's summertime now. It's summer traveling season.
Right. So everything is going up, especially with Memorial Day weekend. Everything is a lot more. The thing that kind of shook me was when you enter Colorado, the price of the gas jumps. In Iowa and Kansas, the gas prices are still below, $3 a gallon. But once you get into Colorado, it goes up to $3.65 as the cheapest price. And then when you get into Vegas, it's even higher. In California, it was $5 the moment we went across the border into. It actually went down. It went from $5.05 to $4.65 the further we went into California. That was the cheapest gas price that we spotted in California, was $4.65. And, we had to do it. We had to drive a lot. The one day we ended up flip-flopping. The plan was to do Hoover Dam on Tuesday and
Grand
Canyon, but we ended up moving the
SeaWorld.
We did SeaWorld instead because of all the driving we did on Monday. I did not want to drive 10 hours on Tuesday because I just logged a whole lot of hours on Monday. So we pushed the Hoover Dam experience to Wednesday instead. And we did the Hoover Dam, and then we went into Area 51 territory. So and we ended up going to the Little Alien Inn. And that was kind of cool to do a alien adventure, looking for aliens and stuff like
And
that.
BDIs and green Martians.
But they didn't allow me to record inside. The moment I came in, the guy busted me and told me no video recording anywhere on the property. It was kind of a bummer, but we got to talk to him, and he told us all about our experience. And we just had one of our thumbs up taken away from us because we started talking.
Lois, how could you do that to me? I thought we were friends.
It's kind of funny how it went back and then it came back. Okay, I want to see that number go up a little bit higher, not go down. I mean, what is that? You know. But you know, that's always been a dream of mine, to go into the Nevada desert to see the things that, you know, you don't normally see. You know, coming from Northeast Ohio, you don't see stuff like that, you know, and I wanted to take it all in and experience it, not just be in the car and drive by it. I wanted to get out and run out onto the desert and experience it, you know.
Simon, we have talked to him today. Frank has been taking good care of our yard and everything. He's cut our grass, trim our hedges, so we didn't come back to a overgrown field of grass in our yard. So thank you, Frank, very much.
And thank you to Amanda from work for taking care of our kitty cats while we're out of town.
Oh, yeah.
And Michelle's parents for collecting our mail and stuff like that while we were here out of town. So
we'll take very good care of everybody that is taking care of us.
And then Stan, the guy that helps me with carpet cleaning, he took care of the Eagles Club. And Dana, our other good helper, took care of our other jobs that we had out of town. So we will be coming back to our jobs. That's the good news. Okay, we didn't lose any of our work.
My moderator is watching my chat. Thank you very much. You know,
we got great videos, guys. Thank you, William Brighton and Fat Joint Simon. Yeah, Frank the neighbor probably is watching, but he's got no internet. He's got it's at the end of the month, and his roaming charges or his mobile data has been all used up. So he probably is watching, but he has a hard time accessing the chat because of how poor his connection is. So anyway, yeah, but we got a lot of stuff. You want to show off? Well, that one place, that video that we did today, the Fort Cody. Look at this. I got this hot sauce. Now, I don't care so much. It's called Whoop Ass, but I got to get this. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's Don't Make Me Open This Jar of Whoop Ass Garlic Roast Hot Sauce. But I don't even care if I ever try it. I love the bottle that it's in. And it's got this hat that I don't know if I want to even remove the hat. I'm just going to keep that all together like that. How could you not want that, okay?
Yeah. Can I borrow that cowboy hat for Vegas next year?
And we went to the Coca-Cola store. Where did I get this, Michelle? Where did I get...
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam had, at the cafe over there, they had Coca-Cola bottles, and I didn't want to buy a $20 souvenir for a little knickknack, but I kept my Coca-Cola bottle, and this is going on my bar. I love Coca-Cola, and I had to get that. So that was my happy zone over here. Okay, and Michelle, you got that shirt in Iowa from the I-80 truck stop.
It was my very first souvenir, a bright green Iowa Bobcats. I am not a Bobcats fan. I'm a Buckeyes fan, true and true. But
it looks nice on you, though. You know,
it's a 2X.
Yeah.
I know it's a little baggy, but I like them because some people put things on high heat and dryers. I won't name names. But I figured he could find me at SeaWorld or Magic Mountain when I go back to amusement parks, or even Cedar Point.
Or even this shirt that you got in. Where did you get this one at? I think that's on the Strip. Didn't you get that?
I got this at the South Point. This was my when we went to celebrate with Blaine. I got bright colors because I want people to see me. I'm not that noticeable. I don't like dark colors. I like big, bright colors.
I wish that she would get more black shirts, though. To be honest with you, I like black. But it doesn't have nothing on the back. And how much was this shirt?
That one was complimentary for my sister and brother Mike and Sharon.
What do you mean complimentary?
Because I got a Visa card from them for Christmas.
Okay. So, but how much? They need to know how much.
$23.
Okay. All right.
So I got.
Trying to tell you guys how much things are too. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not embarrassed about it.
Okay. Show them this one.
This is Fort Cody. It was blue.
That's nice. I like the graphics on there. The
Hey,
home of
watch what
Buffalo
you're
Bill,
pointing at.
North Platte, Nebraska. That's really nice. I like that.
And my favorite color, my all-time favorite color is blue.
Is there anything on the back of it?
No, just
No.
me.
And how much was that one?
This one was 18.
Okay, not a bad price. It could be a lot more than that, I'll tell you. Let's see what else you got here, Michelle. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, well, speaking of aliens,
This is what we were allowed to do. We were allowed to buy a shirt there, right?
Yeah, but they had tank tops, and who wants to see chubby arms on me? Not me. But
Little Ale Inn, okay, Area 51. Yeah, they were more than happy to sell us stuff. I ended up getting a hamburger there. We both got a hamburger called the Alien Burger. Or was it a Monster Burger or something like that?
Alien Burger.
It was okay. And he tried to tell us some stories, but we ended up telling stories of our own, and everyone in there was listening to our adventures.
Yeah.
And then what he was talking about.
Okay.
And this is, where did you get that
That was on Fremont Street, our live stream.
Yeah.
And it was $4.99. The woman gave it to me for $4.99 because
that's an awesome deal. Yeah.
Like they were originally going for $12.99, but she saw the excitement and she gave it to me for $5.
Anybody commenting over here? We got Bish.
I got my moderators watching me.
We did drive all the way there and all the way back. They drove, and we're already planning to return next year, but we will.
This is the best baseball cap you could ever find. Okay, and Ed's gonna wear this with pride.
Well, I love the color on it. It's got almost like Brown's colors on there, and that was only $15. And that for baseball cap standards, that's a pretty good price. It's got the backing where you could adjust it. I'm not a big fan of the fitted caps because sometimes they never fit the way you want it. But I can adjust it to how big or small my head is, and I love it.
We better put that all the way to the end because you're getting a big head.
Oh yeah, and
hi, Caddy. Welcome in, and welcome Shady and Robert and Bish.
I did have an alien encounter. I had to get this guy. This was at some gift shop on Fremont Street that I got, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll put that there. And some different thing. We didn't go crazy. Some gift cards from Calico. We were in California, and there was this. Tell them the story about the Calico sign.
You can always tell when you're in Calico. It's because there's a C in the mountain. And it doesn't stand for California.
Calico is, the whole word Calico is spelled out.
Calico is spelled out on the mountain, which is awesome. Because so planes, I believe, can see where they're about not to crash into the mountain. So they can say Calico or Barstow.
Yeah.
So it's pretty unique and everything. But I was there many, many times in the mid-'80s with my folks. And I told Ed, ever since I started working with him, how California rocks. I mean, some people might say it sucks, but he never experienced it. But I got magnets from all the states.
Well, continue with your Calico story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And basically, it was like, what, $25 to get in there? Just to walk around.
When you did it with your parents, it was because your dad wanted to go see the ghost town, right?
Right, and it's not really worth it anymore. You know, you just ride a mine car up the hill and then walk around and then ride back down and you're done. I didn't feel like that was money worth spending.
But back in the day, you were saying that there was no charge. You could actually go there and explore it without feeling like you had to pay anything. Right. But since then, they've commercialized it, and they're trying to get anyone that goes through there to pay a $25 fee to look at that. And I figured, okay, I would have gone in there and explored it and made a video for you guys had it not been a charge. But, you know, I could look at broken down trailers all you want when you're driving through the desert, because that's basically what it is a lot of broken down trailers through there. And, there's a lot to see and do. You just don't have enough time to see it all because you have a time restrictions. You got to be certain places at a certain time, and you'd want to pull off all the time, but you just can't. There's just certain things you just can't do when you want to,
Is that what you're talking about, Shady? Is that what you're talking about? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. Okay. Oh, I love souvenir t-shirts. I could buy a fortune of those. And then I get magnets now because I can't outgrow magnets. That was my Hoover Dam one. And then I got different ones from all the different states that we visited this past trip.
Anybody have any questions about our green alien, please? Yeah, we have a lot of videos to come, and we have a lot of buffet videos that are yet. We put one out today. We had one on Friday or Saturday.
Ed, they want to know where you got your Ohio voice. Ohio, Miami voice.
Believe it or not, a dollar store. It was only like $5. And I already had 3 people compliment me on the shirt while we're on the road today. So I do enjoy, why spend a fortune? This is, one of my good luck shirts. I should have worn it when I was in the casino. But this was the only shirt that I did not wear in the entire trip. So
they want to know what happened to your golf clubs.
They got transported. We went up. We were having a buffet. We were in the middle of making the At Asia or buffet at Asia. And Don showed up because we told him that's where we were going to be. And he, I walked him out to the car. He's actually in the video a little bit. And he got his clubs back. There you go.
63 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. It means a lot to us. But we are home safe and sound. Plenty of videos. Hope you're ready for the popcorn and the videos from the Great Indoors, because we really rocked it. Our live stream, our first time encountering Vegas, really enjoying ourselves instead of just trying to find poker rooms this year. That was awesome. And hanging out with Blaine. Oh my God, on his actual birthday, we had such a blast. We went to the I-15 Mart, and here it was awesome because here it was a Meow Wolf. What was it? A Meow Market.
Meow Wolf, yeah.
And here to enter their supermarket, then Meow Wolf was $64. It wasn't free, and it was just a normal supermarket. There was nothing.
It's not a normal supermarket. It's kind of like it's got these brands of stuff that are I don't know how to explain. It's just weird. It's a weird store. But to me, pay $60 just to enter a store is a ripoff. Okay, but there were people that were buying it and spending it, and that's great for them. But not me. I wasn't going to do it.
No, and Blaine also, he bought me a nice iced coffee, but that was like $10. That was the cheapest thing, and everything else was overpriced. Like a T-shirt was $55. I'm not going to spend $55 on a T-shirt. I could spend it on other things.
I bought my Devo glasses, and they were $12. So I'm.
They're in the on your bed.
Oh yeah.
But thank you, everybody, for hanging with us and sharing the experience of a lifetime for us. That was our 50th birthday present and 60th birthday present and 24 years of being married, all wrapped into one. So we really had a lot of fun. But next year, 25 years of being married, we want to go with a bang, and hopefully Vegas can be that banging.
I had to get these glasses. These are they remind me of Doc Brown's glasses from Back to the Future a little bit. And boy, do they do a good job of when you're driving. Perfect. They really do a good job of giving you excellent shade and everything. Are we not men? We are Devo. Okay, there you go. So I had to get that.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Carol. Welcome in, everyone.
These are what I got in Wyoming 2 years ago, and I kind of upgraded from there to there, okay?
Look at the island's difference, okay?
Yeah.
He wants to see the future.
But yeah, traveling across country is great, but we really needed more time. 2 weeks is probably better. The way we pushed it all into 9 days or 10 days, that's just not enough time to really appreciate it and stuff. So, hey, I'm glad I went. Are you glad you went?
Oh, absolutely.
It was great.
I love to see more of the West Coast now. I mean, nothing against the East Coast, but the West Coast is.
You were talking about what you wanted to do if we had more time. what would you have wanted to do in California if you had
I
more
would
time?
have loved to have went to Los Angeles and do the Walk of Fame for a day and show him the stars of the Walk of Fame and Grumman's Chinese Theater.
Yeah.
That's all in Hollywood. And General Hospital, I would love to find their studios. That is on my bucket list, to find their studios in Hollywood. You can't get really on their property. You can see the security gates because there are security guards and it's barbed wire. It's like really like a prison, like a lockdown.
Yeah.
But you could see the General Hospital sign. I have seen Maurice and Steve showing that to me and everything, that it's heavily armed and you need a special pass. So maybe down the road, that would be awesome. That would be on my bucket
You are
list.
friends with a lot of the people on the cast of General Hospital.
Oh, yes,
So
I am.
if anyone could get in, if you gave them notice, it would be you.
Yeah.
To get interviews with them
Oh
would be
my
the
God,
best.
that would be,
You know?
oh my God, sweet. For Michelle Talks GH,
Yeah.
I would love it. That would be on my bucket
It'd
list.
be something great for you to do. I'm not
Oh.
really, I could care less. I mean, I'd watch it because you're watching it and I know what's going on in it, but
Yeah.
to me, you get too caught up in it. It's not real.
Frank's
It's,
in, everyone. Hi, Frank. Thank you for
Frank,
doing a
you
great
did a
job.
great job, Frank. I owe you some money there, okay? Thank you again for keeping the house legal. Database. I don't know what you're just saying. I will go with you. Yeah, see, you, Lois Lang, and you could go to the General Hospital thing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I got a date. We could take a limo and we could kidnap the guys and everything, and ooh, we would have fun. Okay, bring on
Kurt
Gio.
Grenick is in. I didn't even see him in there.
No, he just joined
He
us.
just popped in. How you doing, Kurt? Welcome in. We're just showing off some of our merch that we picked up. And Kathy, we got Kurt. What is that? I can't read that fast. over
Hi,
here.
Frank.
I know that this chat goes faster than that one over here. Why do you eat so less? And because Michelle's diabetic, and I don't want to overdo it. We're all trying to. We want to. It's more to show the food. Why do you eat so less in buffets? Because of that. We're not. We eat enough to satisfy our hunger, but the other day when we were at that pizza thing, she got sick. There was the video that we did where we were at Fort Cody. She started. I ended that video rather abruptly because I never got to do a closing comment with Michelle because she had that apple pie strudel pizza at the thing, and it really made her ill. It's very delicate, balanced. What you got to do when you're at these buffets, if you have a person that's diabetic, I'm not going to go crazy because I know Michelle isn't going to go crazy. So we kind of control how much we eat, just enough to show you guys what we got. But typically we show you what we eat, and we don't really eat much more other than that. It's not going crazy. I don't load up my plate because I want to show you what I got. I want to show a wide range of food on the buffet and not a whole plate of shrimp or a whole plate of noodles. That's, to me, boring. I want to show what
Creativity.
I want to show what they got so that they can show more of the buffet and not get filled up on just one thing.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does to me.
I mean, it makes sense, but I just want to be able to show more. And I also look at what Michelle brings off the buffet, and I try not to get anything that she had because I don't want to double up on what I get and what she. I don't want to have you guys to see the same thing unless it's really, really good. Like
at the Garden Buffet, the one at the Palace Station, I gave Blaine and Ed a referral about a seafood casserole and everything. And I wanted them to try it because they're seafood connoisseurs, and I just wanted them to try it. And it was a hit. Yeah. You know, and that was basically. And
that video will be coming out. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm already thinking to next year Vegas trip, and we will go to South Point because the buffet there for lunch was like
$11.
Oh, it was like $14.95, and it jumps up to $7.19 for dinner or whatever. But oh man, the lunch, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffets there. And
breakfast.
Yeah,
and breakfast.
So I'm really thinking there's a bowling alley there. There's a movie theater there. It's so wide open.
A lot of different other restaurants. If you want to sit down with us and have just a normal dinner, that's fine too. Buffets are good too.
Yes, that is the guy that does the VIT videos, reaction videos on YouTube. Yes, it is. And but he the vibe of South Point Casino is very relaxing, positive. I feel welcome in there. It's not a smoky environment. You go into some casinos and that's all you smell is cigarette smoke and even pot smell. Walking on the streets of Vegas at night, you better be ready for that. If you're, like me and Michelle, we don't indulge in any of that. But it's a lot of that going on. People openly smoking pot as they walk the streets, and it's everywhere. Some hotel rooms are better at controlling it, but we were able to smell a lot of it in the hallways at Excalibur.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a shame. I wish people would keep it more to themselves, and not be so open in it. But this is the way it is nowadays. People are free to do what they want, where they want. And I'm not trying to. I don't care. If a lot of you guys may partake in that, and that's fine. But keep it to yourself. Don't have to make everyone else. I don't like the smell of it. I really think that the smell of pot smells a lot like skunk, And
right.
Michelle has been known to actually get physically sick by smelling too much of any bad smell. You go into a place that's got a lot of perfume smell, she'll get sick. Any cigarette smoke, she'll get sick. She got overwhelmingly ill by smelling one of our jobs. The guy was smoking like a chimney. She had to go in there and clean up the place, and you got sick like for 3 days afterwards because of how bad the smell was. So we were really sensitive to these kind of odors. And I'm sorry, we're not trying to step on anyone's coattails. I'm not saying it's bad. Just why does it have to be so out in the open? It should be for private.
Well
smoking,
said. Yeah. Well said. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's just going to be mad at me now for that. Okay. I'm missing a lot of the chat. Did you guys get a pin for the map?
Oh, I'm sorry, not Will Dawn. Nope. I just got t-shirts.
No, sorry. Smell like the neighbors. Frank, the neighbor, actually has given up smoking some pot because it's legal, which is kind of funny because, it made him excited to smoke it because it was illegal. But he's not doing it as much because I don't think he wants to pay for it. I think if anything, he'll probably grow it himself, Well,
welcome in, Austin. Thank you. And then Trish, thank you for coming in. And
we got.
I agree. Yes.
Okay. Just trying to keep, I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. We're not trying to hide anything from you guys. We're just regular people here, that just want to have fun. Hoba Hoop, it's still cheaper from street. Is it really? It might be. We were doing a job in our area, and there's a guy that drives around on the street on a bicycle and basically stops at everyone's house and sells his goods, and he was doing pretty good business back before it was legal, and I still think that he's doing pretty well because the customers that we did the job for were all partaking in his product, and they were I love cleaning that house because they're very friendly. They're such a friendly, and they're always in a great mood, and they'll never complain about the job. So I kind of love working for them. It makes me happy. I'll never take Michelle to that job because she would not be able to stay in there very long.
Right.
But I always figured, I'll have a,
like when it's got
hi Ed, how you doing? And then they go in. Everyone goes in their room and they leave me do my carpet cleaning while they're
having a good old time. Not including Ed.
Kathy Graves, welcome in. Welcome aboard. Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle loves more people to enter the family. It's great to have new people coming in.
And Edward Dombrowski's here.
Welcome, Ed. How you doing?
When will we
Go ahead.
He says, when will we be coming to Indiana again? He wants to know that.
I want to know where to go in Indiana. You got to give me some ideas. There's some. We drove through the northern part of Indiana today, and we've, had a plan to go straight through. But I would love to know where the buffets are in Indiana, because that's what people want to see. I want to see. I was Google searching buffets, and I did not find anything that was near. Everything that's got a buffet is up in Michigan. So.
Oh, and we got a new subscriber. Thank you, Shady, for pointing that out to me and Lois. He was on the ball. How often can you say that? But Kathy Graves, hey guys, new to your channel, love your videos. Will, we love you too, Kathy. Thank you very much for joining an incredible family. We welcome you with open arms and kitties.
Yeah, our cats are Amanda was telling me that they broke into the closet and ate all the food, so we had to stop and get more food today for them. Amanda was coming every day, but they get, when we're not here, they can start to get rebellious, and they know how to open these doors. They'll work on it all day. And we got a hi from Buckeye Kitty. She's a regular commenter, and thank you for coming in, Buckeye. We love
Marie,
you guys.
welcome in.
Kitty, yeah, when they conspire together at night, I'll wake up at 3 in the morning, and a lot of times, because I go to bed, I usually have this little period where I wake up around 3:30, and that's when they're at their most active, and they'll start breaking into closets and stuff like that. It's crazy. Michelle, you, on the other hand, never get woken up by them. You just sleep right through, but the one cat, Raquel, loves to give you kisses.
At 1:45,
yeah.
And I think it's you. Not. Yeah. It's her. But, what's it called? Marie, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining us. We're a pleasure to have you. She subscribed last Monday. So
thank you.
Thank you very much, Marie. And then I saw somebody else coming into our family.
I did not feel the time difference on the way back because we planned to stop 3 times, and it was a different time. It was a different time zone every time we stopped. So it was kind of cool to see us get an hour when we were driving to Vegas, but on the way back it was kind of a bummer, and it did screw me up when I was posting that one video about the I-80 diner. I set for 7 o'clock, but it was actually 7 o'clock Central Time Zone, not Eastern Time Zone. So everyone thought that it was going to start at 8 o'clock. And I thought because my phone on my tablet was set to Eastern Standard Time, that it would recognize the time on the phone or on the tablet, but it did not. It recognized where our channel is based out of, I guess, which is the computer in my office in Eastern Time Zone. So basically, it will always default to the time zone that your channel is located out of. So I got to keep that in mind when I put 7 o'clock. It's going to be 7 o'clock in
whatever state.
Yeah, whatever you're in. I don't know.
Yeah.
So if you set it up in Eastern, it'll automatically go to the time zone time in that where you're out of. So 7 o'clock in Eastern or Central makes it 8 o'clock. And I did not want to go that late because I didn't like being. I want our core to be aware. I don't want starting something that late. 7 o'clock I think is late enough. And our one moderator, Molly, is out of Ireland, and she's 5 hours
ahead of us.
So she's already past midnight.
Yeah, so
she may not
sleeping.
Even be in the chat anymore.
No, she just said hi and welcome home.
Yeah.
And maybe gave a quick shout out and everything. But that's why we got other moderators like Shady and Kurt and Twyla helping out in the chat, because I can't read that fast, and he wants to jibber jabber all the time. But you know, I gotta look at because my phone vibrates when somebody starts talking.
I love free Shady. Okay, there you go. Shady has got some people that he's promoting already. See, there you go. We're all here to help each other out.
Because we're our family.
You're helping me, and I'm helping you, and around we go, right? It's a big family, right?
That's right.
Okay. So what's next on the horizon big for us, Michelle?
In 6 months to the exact T, Foxwoods.
Foxwoods it is.
And camping. We're going camping this summer.
The plans for Foxwoods are still in the developmental stages. What we want to see and do in the Connecticut, New England area are still open to suggestion. So if you guys are from that area or know of stuff that's in that area that you want us to do a video on, now's the time to start sending your ideas in our chat. Get it out there and let us know. Even if it's not in this chat, you may be watching our videos later on, and put it in the comments where you want us to go, so that we can, give you guys what you want, not necessarily what we want. What?
That's right. People are mentioning, did we try In-N-Out Burger? We had no room.
We went to a Golden Corral
in California.
In California.
We were that hungry after SeaWorld, but it was just because we were starving and everything, and it was like 7 o'clock California time, and it was 10 o'clock our time, so it was kind of like a weird twist to have dinner that late at night. But it's on the horizon, because we saw 2 of them in Vegas. We saw the sign by the Stratosphere, and that was wrapped. I mean, that was so crowded for being at midnight. When we came home from SeaWorld, I said, Ed, are you hungry? He looked at me, and I thought he was going to hit the road sign, Las Vegas Boulevard, and it was totally wrapped at midnight. So, it's good.
Have you ever, Edward Dabrowski has got a novel over. Have you ever been to Portillo's? It's a Italian beef sandwich. They are mostly in Illinois, but we have some here in Indiana. Portillo's. I'm gonna have to look into that. That looks like something that I would like to get into. I'm always looking for Italian options. We don't do enough Italian videos. That's definitely something that I want to pursue more of. We can't just live on buffets alone. You got to shake it up and do other things. I don't want to become, too one-dimensional or whatever. I want to try to expand different ideas and stuff like that. I'm glad I brought that up into my own attention over here. We were at a gas station filling up in the middle of Iowa, and this area was completely dilapidated. The only thing that was still operating was the gas station, and there was this area not far from there where there was like a commune where people were living there back in the early 1900s. Anyway, that's a whole other story. This area had a water park called Wasserbans, and it was an abandoned water park, and the door to the place was wide open. So you know what? We got an abandoned water park video coming up. And back when we were still developing our channel identity, I didn't know where I wanted to go. So there's a few abandoned restaurant, hotel videos way back. So I was so you knew I was excited for that. I can't wait to get that video out to you guys. I had the drone up there, and I got some overhead views of the place. Went into some hotel rooms, and you could tell that there was some homeless people living in there. And
tell them what you found. A Ouija
board was on the floor right in the middle of the water park main area. So there's some definite suspicious activities going on over there. But how cool was that? I thought there was some paranormal activity, because as soon as I looked at all the wind started blowing and everything started getting knocked around. So I'm like, whoa. Now, Michelle's no longer with me at that one. She's back in the car. I'm all by myself with my little flashlight going in, and I have no idea what's inside this building. I'm all by myself. Anyone could have been in there. It's a massive facility. And every time I walked into another room, I had to knock the door open with my foot, because you don't know. You want to be ready if someone's in there, So I'm pretty excited to show that one.
Okay, this is directed to Kathy. Kathy, yes, we have done Shady Maple, Smorgasbord in PA in Lancaster. Check us out on that video. It's with Tammy and Mark from Pennsylvania Low Roller.
Right.
And we are going back in November for two buffets out there in PA and Lancaster.
Yeah.
The Shady one and the Manor restaurant one.
It's the world's largest Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be one of the best Chinese buffets.
Yes. When we go out to PA and visit our best friends, Mark and Tammy, the ones that were supposed to come and join us on this mega trip, but they couldn't do it, we're spending 2-3 days with them, and we're looking forward to it. to
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, because she wasn't feeling good. Please send out your prayers to them. She's still recuperating. She had triple bypass surgery, and missing Kathy and Jason from Ohio Cat couldn't be out there, and getting lucky with Mr. G. But we had a blast with Blaine because we got to celebrate his birthday on Thursday.
That was fun.
But yes, Kathy, most definitely check us out on that YouTube. Is under the Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. Put / Shady Maple Buffet, and it will come up. It wasn't all that great because it was closing time. We got there like half hour before it was closing time. So it was like basically everything was being rushed to hurry up and eat it. But we want to go back there and enjoy like around 5 o'clock when everybody else eats at normal time. But we were so busy catching up with Mark and Tammy that we couldn't enjoy ourselves. But I forgot to mention in my souvenirs, I do love t-shirts, hands down, but I buy magnets. I can't outgrow magnets, so I stick them on my refrigerator. I got to reorganize all my magnets, but that's my next passion is magnets.
This is from our first trip through Iowa, the Field of Dreams magnet. That's pretty much, I mean, it's kind of, this, I had to get the Field of Dreams magnet and everything. And Atlanta, Coca-Cola, the World of Coke. This has got to be something that everyone has in their collection if they're a Coke fan, There's some pretty cool magnets here.
I don't know this subscriber, but welcome to the family. Corner Clubhouse.
Welcome aboard, Corner Clubhouse.
Yeah, that's a lot of C's there, but hey, I like that. Corner Clubhouse Cohort.
And are you going to pick Graveyard back up with the nice weather? I really enjoyed that channel. Oh yeah, I do have another channel, you guys. It's called Graveyard Excursions, and I will be putting more Graveyard Excursion videos out there. In fact, I got to do a follow-up video. I did a video a few months ago on Eliza Sherman. This is the woman that was in the middle of a divorce, and she was downtown Cleveland attempting to have a meeting with her divorce attorney, and she got violently stabbed to death in front of the office. Well, there's been a break in the case, and the attorney that she was supposed to meet with was behind her murder. He either put it up to someone or murdered her. It's crazy stupid. So they finally have a guy in custody, and there's going to be a whole trial, and hopefully justice will be served. It's a shame that someone that young had to die in such a horrific way, and the whole channel has been put on hold because everything has been about Vegas lately. But we're over 500 subscribers on there.
Yeah, we celebrate 5,000, baby. Thank you, everyone.
No, our other channel is at 500, so I just got to start getting more content out there on that one. But yeah, I like doing those kind of videos, Michelle. You know me, I like history and people that had a positive impact on the world and stuff. So
absolutely, yeah.
It's kind of like my way of saying thank you to the people that were ahead of us and behind us and stuff like that. Okay, enough of. I'm not a big. I don't want to support. I'm here to talk about the Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. And yes, I will be putting out more for Graveyard Excursion, but it just hasn't been in the cards.
Well, because it's been snowing here, and then we're finally getting into that summer break where we could actually see graves again. But we celebrated hitting the big milestone, 5,000, everyone.
Thank you guys
thank
for
you
helping
so
that
much.
happen.
Yes. Thank you. That was huge. We celebrated that breakfast morning at the Blueberry. That's another video. The Blueberry Hill breakfast. Oh my God. Talk about really good breakfast.
That was referred to us by Danny the Medic. Travel Adventures with Danny the Medic. You guys, if you have not checked out his channel, I highly recommend. If you are into Vegas restaurants, he's the man. He's the guy to watch over there.
Yes.
So I'm gonna. In fact, I was just finishing up watching one of his videos before we started this. So once we end this, I'll go back to watching more of his because I kind of fell behind on my videos since then. You have a lot of catching up to do with the channels that you like to watch, right?
GH, everybody, GH, don't spoil it for me. I know the nurses' ball was on last week and everything, but guess what I get to do on Friday and Saturday after work? But Saturday is laundry day. I'm starting a little here and there, But Saturday is my laundry day and General Hospital, and him out of my hair for a good 6 hours.
Yeah.
Love it. That's Paradise Island.
Well, you got to remember, we've been around each other every day for the past 10 days and in each other's face for that long. And it's great and it's bad all at the same time, if that makes any sense to you. You know, you got to, being in the car alone and all the little things that go on, I always say the best way, if you're in an early part of a relationship, to find out if you are good with that person is go on an extended road trip with that person to see how you guys handle the ups and downs of traveling together for an extended period of time. That's a good gauge on whether you guys could handle problems when they come about. Are you one that will just get out of here, that's your problem, not mine, or are you going to help that person, help them,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, we did that in 98, August 1st of 98 till August 3rd of 98. We went down to Kings Island. It's an amusement park in Cincinnati, Ohio. And that was our very first road trip together and everything, and didn't do anything naughty in the hotel because my parents were coming down.
We wouldn't have anyway, but still, it was just a testing period to see how we got
5
along and
hours
stuff like
in a
that.
car.
You didn't want to throw that into the equation when you're at that point in the relationship, because then it could really change the course of things. I liked the way things were going, slow and easy, and gradual, and learning the you know, everything about that person. There's more to that relationship than that. Yes, it's a big part of it, but it's not the only part of it. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
I threw you off.
Okay.
I threw her off finally. Thank you.
Okay, the other channels are a slot channel called Minimax Slots.
Oh, someone had a question?
Yes.
Oh.
And then his other one is Graveyard Excursions.
Right.
And basically, we're visiting dead people in the graveyard excursions. And then Minimax Slots is, of course, his slot channel. And please subscribe to them channels. You won't be dissatisfied.
Yeah, because I did a video of Benjamin Orr, the bass player from the Cars.
And Rick Ocasek.
Oh,
that was
got
sweet,
that in there.
man. Oh, my
that
God.
was awesome videos.
Oh my God!
And,
I never thought I would ever say I would see Rick Ocasek pass away before my lifetime. You know, I thought them two would have lasted forever.
Mary Tyler Moore, we went to visit her grave.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
that was all last year. So Graveyard Excursions and
who else did we see? Oh, Frankie Yankovic, a Cleveland legend in the polka world.
Mm-hmm.
He's buried over here in Lakeview Cemetery, or no, Calvary, I think he is. Calvary Cemetery.
Yeah.
So we got Michael Stanley, the rock and roll legend of Northeast Ohio. He had a couple hits, never really made it big nationally, but he's buried at Lakeview Cemetery. You know, different things like that. You know, it's kind of cool to pay homage to these people that have gone before us. That's all. I like doing that. I think that there's something to be said for respecting those people that made a difference in my life watching them. I always watched Mary Tyler Moore as a kid, and I enjoyed that show with my, and I'm glad I was able to show my respects to her. And if we did go to California again, I could guarantee you that I'd be making a whole lot of videos at the celebrity graves and stuff like that. I would be all over that, you know. And I would love to see Bob Barker's grave. We used to, as a kid, I would watch Bob Barker and The Price is Right growing up too, and made a big impact. And that'd be something. Well, that's just to name one person, you know. I'm sure that there's others out there that I'd want to go see as well. But who would you, if you had to go visit a grave in California, who would you want to go see, Michelle?
John Ritter.
John Ritter, good one from Three's Company.
That was my all-time favorite show, next to the Golden Girls and General Hospital and Dukes of Hazzard. I like to see, John Ritter.
And
he had a big impact in my life because he was a legend before comedy ever really set in my head. From 77 until 84, and then I watched all his shows growing up, and
in Chicago, when we were in Chicago, we got to go look at John Hughes' grave. That was cool because of all those movies that he made in the 80s, Home Alone. We got to see the 16, and you're tearing because of John Ritter, right? Yeah.
And John Hughes, because he had that classic edge.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he just let those kids run free, and they're our age now, and they're a little bit older, but them are 80s classic movies. Breakfast Club, 60s.
We actually went to the house that was used. This is an older video, and Michelle went right up to the door and looked in from where Molly Ringworm, or Molly, what's her name?
Ringwald.
Ringwald. Yeah, she the house that was using 16 candles. There was a young couple living there. That did not stop Michelle from going right up there. So yeah, she's got
I
guts.
knocked on the door, and a German Shepherd came barking through the kitchen door.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And I did automobile on the front lawn over there. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and then like I said, yeah, probably that would be awesome to do.
Yeah.
You know, and you know,
that's the other thing that we like to do. Or I like to do is the filming locations. One of our best is one of our earliest ones when I went to Mingo Junction, where the filming locations for The Deer Hunter is. And I know that that's a very traumatic movie, but it's got an all-star cast with De Niro, Christopher Walken, you know. It's just one of those movies that before, you know, everything became political, you know, it was back in the late 70s when it came out, and it's got some pretty graphic scenes in there. And I'm not going to, if you have any idea what kind of movie it is, just be careful before you watch it, because it can be pretty disturbing, you know.
you got a new partner in crime in your graveyard excursion.
Oh yeah? Does someone else subscribe to it?
No, somebody wants to go graveyard hunting with
Oh yeah?
You're my new pal,
Okay,
and that is Shady.
yeah.
He wants to go with you.
That'd be cool. I would like
Yeah.
to do, but I would like to do a filming location graveyard combination thing, where you go see the filming location and somehow work where the actors that died into it, you know, and have a whole.
Oh, I know he would
Inclusive
be
type of video
totally
like that.
into that.
Yeah.
He wants to probably go see Nevada and Arizona, all those sites of alien encounter too with
Yeah.
them. Because
But that's not mainstream stuff. We
Yeah.
decided a long time ago that those kind of videos were not going to be the main focus of the. Because Michelle's not really into any of that. I'm into that heavily. Those are the kind of videos that I watch. The ghost adventure type videos. Those kind of going to graveyards. Those kind of things. Graveyards that are haunted.
Oh, and Dr. Suss. So we got the three amigos. Oh God, three amigos in
But
graveyards.
I'll get ridiculed. I can't. People know us for our restaurant reviews and stuff like that, and I get that. You know,
how cool.
happy restaurant review. And then there's me. I want to do the haunted graveyard with Paranormal Activity. You know, somehow it doesn't work.
Oh my God, Hobo wants us to do next time we all go to Nevada. The Clown Motel in Nevada has
Oh yeah,
the
that
Clown
would be
Mo-
epic.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it has a cemetery next door to it. Are you friggin' kidding me? Oh my God.
I want to do that. But you know, Michelle, I'm not going to subject her to some traumatic
Oh my
event.
God, if Stephen King comes out of there or
Yeah.
whatever.
I would like to go to Stephen King's house to see that up in Maine. I've never been to Maine before, so that would be. I read a lot of Stephen King books, and so I felt like I was in the episode of The Stand, because in The Stand, the good people are in Boulder, Colorado, and the evil are in Vegas, baby, and they have to fight it out to decide who controls the rest of the world or whatever.
Oh my
But
God.
when we were driving through the mountains, I felt like we were the good people crossing through to the other side to take on the evil of Vegas. Okay, I know I'm weird. You know, okay, that's just me being me. Okay, I'm not faking. This is how I operate. Okay. So yeah, but Michelle, I don't want to traumatize her, so we kind of keep that on the back burner for other stuff. But you know, it is what it is. Okay.
I'm into that gory stuff. Yeah, we saw. Where did we see that Raggedy Ann thing?
Oh yeah, there was a store.
A doll and
Yeah.
everything, and it was just sitting out there. It was a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah, like in the
Annabelle.
Yeah, we did the house from the Conjuring.
Conjuring.
I didn't go in, but we showed
Oh
the
my God.
property and everything in it, it felt a little dizzy. I mean, I felt like something was attacking me mentally when I was there. So.
Yeah, Rhode Island. Oh my God.
Okay.
But we have this all on video. If everybody would check us out.
Conjuring House. Do it. We go to our channel and Google the Conjuring House, because we actually went to where Ed and Lorraine Warren are buried.
Yeah, in their house. And
actually, I got their ghost on the speaker box, and it was telling me to kneel and pray to them and stuff like that. So that was kind of, remember that? It wanted me to kneel and stuff and say, please pray to me. So that was kind of fun.
But them are all our past videos, so get the popcorn ready for the summer adventures. We're all excited. We're going to be hanging out with Kathy and Jay, and we're going to be camping. I'm not sleeping on any ground, okay? It's going to have to be a cabin. I don't want mosquitoes or midgies or skunks or raccoons in my face and everything, and I wake up to bite marks and have raccoon eyes and somebody attacking me in the middle of the night, you know, so. I
know that you guys, the core watchers of our channel, will watch these videos, but in the big picture, they're probably, these videos that we do when we do camping are probably not going to explode. And I don't care. I want to do this channel that makes me happy too, not just
what makes
the massives. Oh yeah, yes, it's great to get good views. Yes, yeah, I love it. But I want to do what makes me happy. That's why when I saw that building that was abandoned, I did not hesitate to run in there and videotape it. Most of you guys probably won't even care to watch it, and that's fine. But I had a blast doing it, and as long as it, and if I enjoyed it, I think that's what matters right there. You know, I'm sorry to say that. I'm not trying to offend you guys, but I'm just telling you how I feel, you know.
Oh, and Falls, welcome in. Falls, Bangkok. Am I reading that right name? Up there, welcome home.
Oh yeah, where's my glasses at? Where did I put my glasses? Or are they here? No. Here, keep on watching, I'll find it.
Yeah,
I'm put your glasses on, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get caught up on some of the chat. We're not going to stay on too much longer. You guys like 1 hour, and then a lot of people have Betty by time. We did drive, Robert. It was a long drive, and that's why I wanted to do that. That's something that needed to be done so we could see what we needed to see. But I wanted to be able to enjoy it next time. So if we do go, we're going to definitely be flying. And then we'll rent a car and fly or drive around from there.
Right.
They are gonna be awesome, baby. Okay. Okay, the name on there is False Bandicoot. Okay. Like Sonic Bandicoot. There's a video game called Bandicoot.
Okay.
Welcome back. Looked like Michelle had a great time. Yeah, I think she did, Michelle.
I always have.
Then we got Steve Shanaberger camping with Steve. Great content on his channel. Oh, thank you. That's a good suggestion. Dr. Suss, they are going to be awesome, baby. Go for it, Ed. We will be watching. Well, I know that, Stockton, you're like what I said, one of those hardcore TGI fans. I know that you're going to watch. You know, it's the fringe people that probably won't. But that's, like I said, that's okay. Not every video is going to be a home run, you know. Just every other video. Okay. But anyway, that's about it for today. I don't want to overstep our welcome with you guys. I think that we've been on for over an hour. Holy cow! And I think that's
we can talk for hours and hours and hours.
No, I'm not a big talker like this. This is not my. Michelle could probably keep going on and on, but we both got to get up early tomorrow morning. It's back to work, and I'm ready for it. I've been ready. I always say it's good to go, and it's also good to come home. And it's also great to have you guys to talk about it afterwards. Yeah. And I'm glad that you guys all came in to share our experience so we could share our experience with you in person like this. And it makes it even better because we were able to share our fun with you guys.
Yeah, and just make sure you check all our videos out.
Yeah, we got a lot, over 1,000 videos. So, yeah, we've been at this for a while. And I'll be honest with you, some of them early on are not good. Yeah, it was a lot of work to get to this point, and we're still trying to get better because there's videos that come out where I can't even watch what I put out there because it just gets so irritated with how it went and stuff like that. So you know, when you're walking with a camera, you got things you want to say, and sometimes the words come out faster than what you want, or they get changed a little bit along the way, and so it's not as easy as just going and taking a picture and then putting a caption underneath it. When you're walking and talking and then things are happening around you, it can distract you from what it is you're trying to say. So I do apologize for any things that I may say by accident. It's me just screwing up and being
caught up in the moment.
Caught up in the moment.
Yeah, but like I said, Vegas, second time around with the boss and Ed was excellent. But you guys, 1 year notice to the day.
Vegas, baby, we're gonna do it again.
Okay.
And anyone that wants to come, you put it in the comments. Our email is edlombo@gmail.com. If you want to make it part of your summer vacation or whatever next year, let us know so we can get you guys included in the planning stages of it, and that way we can help make it happen. Vegas 2026 wouldn't be the same without you guys there with us. So I just would love to get more people involved so that it could be a real party. Okay, thanks again for watching, everyone.
And thanks to all the moderators. You did awesome, like always.
Yeah, we got such troublemakers, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, especially the one in the Miami Vice shirt.
Bye.
Love you all.
Okay, there you go. Good job, Lampkin.